I did not expect Blue Eyes of all things to get a Link 1. Make sure you guys smash the ever-living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome. We have a lot to look at here because there was a double-sided news, and yeah, so we're going to be starting off down here with the Neo Kaiser Seahorse. I'm going to be honest with you. This is not the most exciting card in the pool of things here, but that's fine. So this is going to be a level 4 light dragon tuner with 1700 attack and a nice 1650 defense. Should remind some people of our former days here. You can only use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name once per turn. So if you control a Blue Eyes White Dragon, we can special summon this card from the hand. Okay, that's fine. You can target a light tuner you control, increase or decrease its level by 1. So since it is a tuner itself, it can level modify itself. That's fine. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can send a Blue Eyes monster or a monster that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to the graveyard, except for a copy of Neo Kaiser Seahorse. I don't know why they limit these things to not being able to send copies of themselves. I guess they just don't want you to be able to deck. Then you're like, oh, hey, you're playing multiple copies of this. You're going to get punished for playing those multiple copies. So I always find that card design a little bit interesting. But hey, it's a free special summon. It's a tuner modifier for itself. Yeah, that's the most exciting thing for that. All right. Majesty with Dragons of White. Now, first of all, this art is spectacular. I would love to see a statue of this art, but this feels right. So it's a normal trap card. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. So you show up to 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons from your hand, face up on the field, and or graveyard, and then destroy that many cards your opponent controls. Now, I do really like the wording on this because, like the Millennium Ankh that reveals all of the pieces or wherever they are, as long as you fulfill the condition for that, that's fine. And this card says, hey, if you have all 3 Blue Eyes down, so, Neo Kaiser up there can drop a Blue Eyes, and then, you have other interaction points to be able to dump things as well. This gives you the chance to pop 3 cards. So, a trap card, popping 3 things for maximum value, that's pretty decent. We just have to search this over other things in this. So we can banish this card from the graveyard and lets us ritual summon a ritual monster from the hand by attributing a Blue Eyes White Dragon or dragons from your hand or field whose total levels exactly equal the level of the ritual monster. So one thing that we wanted with this support was you have to kind of tie in the ability to make Chaos Max easier to access. I think Konami's done a pretty good job with not only making a trap card here that you can literally send off of Neo Kaiser up here, and that now facilitates, you don't have to play any of the dead ritual cards. Magia is your boss monster, is the thing that I'm seeing being pushed here across the board. Konami wants you to look at Magia and they want you to go, huh, you need to be playing this card as a resource. Now, I did say we got a Link 1. And there's a lot of things to unpack with this thing. Because this card has some massive implications just by existing because of the requirements here. So, it is a level 4 or lower dragon or spellcaster monster. Hi, Alistair the Invoker. How are you? I can't wait. So evidently, Alistair with this, I haven't had time to look through combo videos or anything yet, but from what I was reading, this allows Alistair to turn into 2 negates or something like that, which is kind of crazy to think about, but okay. So you can only use the first and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. So if this card is Link Summon, we can add the Mausoleum of White from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Now the reason why it sends it to the graveyard is you can banish it to search for Burst Stream of Destruction, which is kind of cool. But the Mausoleum gives you the additional normal summon, and then it does something else too, but it searches Burst Stream and enables an additional extender summon for things, which I think is fine. And then you cannot special summon except for dragon monsters, which that doesn't matter because this next line fixes all of that. So you can tribute this card to special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your hand or graveyard. But if you do special summon an effect monster from the graveyard, it cannot attack and its effects are negated. That's what the Mausoleum does. The Mausoleum lets you send a Blue Eyes to the graveyard. So you basically would target this, dump a Blue Eyes, and then you give it your, what is it, 800 attack points, because it's like 100 times the level or whatever. And then you contribute this to special summon that Blue Eyes that you just milled off of your field spell. It's a pretty intense interaction process that they've got pushing there, but I like this. Also, your big takeaways with this, the fact that it works on searching the field spell. Konami, once again, revisiting that, you know, we can make archetypes have bad field spells, and we can make link ones that are generic and allow these things to be searched, which I do like that a lot. But you've created a Dragon Link and a possible, you know, people are looking at this card as the birth of Striker Dragon 2.0. I don't think that's actually the case. I do think the card's very good, and it's cool that, you know, Alistair can do some things with this, but Alistair hasn't been meta relevant in a very long time. Your reprints for this deck. These are actually pretty interesting. I don't know if Konami was like afraid of this product not selling well. It being Blue Eyes will sell well. Like, we're not worried about that, I feel like, at this point. But you're getting one Nibiru reprint here. You're getting an Ash Blossom reprint. Maxi, which will probably get converted into another Ghost Girl in the TCG. Effect Veiler, with 2 of these, by the way, since you remember, level 1 tuner interactions with this deck. 2 trade-ins, because you know you're going to be bricked out of your mind with those Blue Eyes and alternatives and Jet Dragons. And of course, you got the standard Call by the Grave and Imperm, and they're actually giving you a Heretic Heavenly Spheres in here, which is actually kind of cool. It's one big other thing about this Link one. It's not like you can't use this to link into other things with it being a dragon, so, you know, we can kind of turbo on into some Heretic Heavenly Spheres action down here. But these reprints, granted, I mean, a chunk of the deck is dedicated to, you know, a lot of the unnecessary Blue Eyes cards, yes, but hey, hand traps, all of this, to a player wanting to enter into the game and just play Blue Eyes, and having this all wrapped up on a very nice structure deck, insane. I don't see how this won't perform and won't sell well. It's nostalgia, it's Blue Eyes, which is the headliner of these games, and to top things off, solid reprints? Oh yeah, sure, all day long. So that's your Blue Eyes Link 1. Now there was another piece of news that I haven't really seen anybody really talking about out here, and I don't know how long this has existed in circulation, but I like to look at the collector side of the things out here. You know, we did have that collab that came out of Japan a while ago with the restaurant where, you know, you had like the burgers and fries in the backgrounds of the Dark Magician, the Neos, and things like that. Well, it would appear that we're doing a collab here with Candy. You get a little chibi Blue Eyes White Dragon, which personally, you know, this is going to sell. All right, like, people are going to want this. The XYZ Dragon Cannon is a very interesting one, but I do like the little chibi feel that this has got going for it. The Red Eyes is an absolute win here. I'm happy to see that we did get Blue Eyes and Red Eyes. No Dark Magician love, though, which is kind of interesting. And, of course, Time Wizard. That's, okay, the double win for Kaiba and a double win for Joey out here, with Yugi kind of getting put aside. That's fine, actually. And then, of course, you get Elemental Hero Avion, Sparkman, and Bersenatrix out here for Rushtal. Yeah, I know it's Rushtal. I would have loved to have seen these not be Rushtal, but I think it's actually really cool here that we are seeing these. Konami's finally doing more with the alt arts. Like, we're actually marketing correctly. I know that's such a weird thing to say, that Konami's actually pulling things out here and actually making it work, but you know what? This is cool. For the collectors out here, you got another Blue Eyes and another Red Eyes to add to the 25th collection binder out here for things. So what do you guys think about the awesome support of a Blue Eyes Link 1? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.